Hey, Mr. Here, and I'm going to be showing you today how I've been raiding to begin the wall process on Space Cadet. As you can see, all of the builders have finished. I've got no builders left to do anything. The lab has the last thing going in the lab, which is goblins. And Space Cadet is maxed. As you can see, I've finished the walls of this middle piece here. I'm just starting on these outside walls. So let's have a look at the two rating styles that I'm using at the moment. Obviously, Dark Elixir is fully maxed at this point. I have no need for Dark Elixir. I can't donate it to another base. So I'm basically doing a couple of different rating techniques. As you can see up here in Masters 3, I've dropped down loads just using the archers. And then when I'm getting to the bottom, I'm trying to use Dark Troops to go up. But I'm not running out of Dark Elixir because I keep hitting bases that have plenty of Dark Elixir. Anyway, we're going to see two Dark Elixir armies that I'm using for raiding loot, and then how I use the archers. So here we go, first one. All right, as you can see here in Crystal 1, not a tremendous amount of loot, although decent. Basically using a giant bow witch strategy. Now, what I was doing was alternating between two different armies here. You can see I've got two baby dragons in this army. The other army is exactly the same as this one. I think it was 12 giants, 10 witches, 10 bowlers, I think from memory, and two baby dragons. And the other army is exactly the same, except I swap out the two baby dragons for 5 wizards, just in case. But I like the baby dragons because, you know, if I need to throw one in, it can be a little bit of a distraction that lasts quite a long time, such as if I'm dealing with archer towers or something like that. So as this particular raid went on, I started thinking, oh, I might have run out of stuff. I didn't really do much planning on this. I just looked at the base, said, yep, that's where I can spread all the stuff. Just drop it down, throw a couple of jump spells in, rage heal. I've been alternating between using the Grand Warden's ability early and using Rage and then Rage Heal and then the Grand Warden. On, of course, hitting dead bases, prime thing. Plenty of dead bases in Crystal, so I don't feel a need to attack a live base just to raid loot. I'm only raiding loot. And yes, this army is costing a lot, but it just gets me pretty well all the loot and I go up. Cups, then I smash it with archers and I drop back down, then I use this and I go back up. Anyway, let's have a look at the second attack. As you can see here, a minute 24. So both of these attacks are over with really quickly. And archers down, not archers, giants down, witches down, bowlers down. Just a typical bow witch, pretty bland, pretty, you know, non-thinking style of an attack. There's not a lot to these attacks, which is what I like about it. Nice and just trying to keep things really nice and simple. Something that I don't need to think too much about with my planning, so on and so forth. I'm not sure if I've actually done one yet on an abandoned base and I haven't 3-starred it. I've done some on bases that have had active infernos and I've still 3-starred them, so I know I've done that. So here we see that I'm using the Grand Warden's ability later in this attack. Still, the heroes still haven't been used. I've still got a heal spell, so I'm using the heal spell first before I'm using the Grand Warden's ability in this case. Giants and bowlers and witches on the left-hand side. Grand Warden's ability is used there. Right-hand side, I've got giants and witches up the top there. Heroes in the middle. And basically everything pathing around. Now you can see here the use of the wizards. This is one of the attacks I said that I brought 5 wizards or 2 baby dragons, so whichever one at the time. So in this case, the army I've got pre-trained will have the 2 baby dragons in it, and then when this one finishes, I just hit pre-train and it will train up this. 12 giants, 10 witches, 10 bowlers, and 5 wizards. And there you can see my spells, 2 jump, 2 rage, 1 heal. Okay, let's have a look at the third attack. As you can see here, another 1 minute 25 attack, and all archers, 260 archers, 2 lightning spell. As I said, I'll bring the lightning spell in case there's a really good thing that I need to just zot a little bit later. As you can see, surgical archers, as I call them, only placing the archers onto the mines or pumps as I need to. You see down the bottom here, usually I'll put 20 archers on a king, and that's quite enough usually to take the king out. And then archers, archers, archers. I'm doing multiple finger drops here. I usually do 2 fingers or 3 fingers. That's how I'm usually doing it when I'm dropping the archers. So there you go. I've got 100,000 loot to get. You can see here at this bottom right hand side, there where the archers are now coming in, there's a drill. Now I could have just taken that out with lightning and just moved on, but I thought, oh, I've still got 30,000. I've got a few archers left. Let's see what I can get with the archers. Let's see if I can get some things with the heroes. So archers onto this ball here. I'm going to try and get the king. If the archers will take this out, so that'll work out great. If these ones poke a hole through here, I'll get the king in there. And if not, I'll just put the queen up the top side up here and take out that bowl, and that'll be good enough. I don't need to get everything. So there we go. Queen, activate the ability, and end the battle. That's it. I've got the loot I needed. I didn't need any more. There's the loot I've received, over 500,000 of each. 1,000 dark, and I don't need the dark at this point because I'm using the archers. I've got 200,000 dark. I've got 20-something thousand in my treasury, so I don't need it. Let's have a look at the 4th attack now. All right, have a look at the bottom. 1 minute and 7 seconds. Again, same archers, just only archers. I had been bringing, say, 2 baby dragons with the archers, but it doesn't really matter. If I don't get loot because of 2 baby dragons, I'm not losing too much sleep. So as you can see, just 2 finger drop on that one, 1 finger drop, 1 finger drop. What I'm usually doing is dropping 10. So I sit there, tapping like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 9, 10. So that's basically what I'm doing when I'm dropping these archers like that with 2 fingers. I'm just counting to 10 as I drop them. If there are multiple weapons in the area and I feel that one of the group of 10 might be taken out a little bit quicker, then I might go to 15 on that drop, just with the archers, because all I'm getting is the loot. Now in this case I'm trying to get this gold here, but I need to distract the mortar. So I put archers a little bit over to the side, over here near the wizard, hoping that the mortar will at least cotton onto some of that sort of thing. I've got heroes still to come down. Archers taking out a bowl here. I've got pretty well 2,000. I'm just looking at this point, trying to see anything where there's an easy 2,000. Queen will do, just take it out, nothing much, and end the battle. No telling how much was in this bowl on the left. And that's it. That is basically how I'm raiding to finish off the walls on Space Cadet. Bow witch up, archers down. Bow witch up, archers down. Basically trying to hang out in crystal as much as I can. Of course, when I log off, because of the last thing I log off is I do a wall piece, I've got no loot. People come across me, they just drop trophies, and they just send me up anyway. So then I have to use a lot of archer attacks to drop back down into, say, crystal 2 or even crystal 3, and then the bow witch to just go back up. Anyway, that's all I've got for this video. Now it's your turn to let me know what you use if you are farming walls at Town Hall 11. Do please drop a comment below. And until next time, thanks for watching.